Once again, lovely promotion candidate who are going to write the promotion aptitude test. You're most welcome once again. Tonight, it is another great night to share with you another important promotion aptitude test that we are going to look at. Aptitude test questions that we are going to look at. My name is Sir Smith, and let me use this opportunity to thank these personalities or these people who have contributed or sponsoring my promotion tutorials. Everybody is welcome to sponsor with a minimum of 20 Ghana cedis and above. Anything that you can contribute to the live tutorials of the promotion aptitude test will be much grateful. Some people have already contributed to this, and I need to mention their names on this great platform that is offering help to promotion candidates or potential promotion candidates who are going to write this year and beyond. So I have Favor here, I have Jibril, I have Anderson, I have Belinda, I have Angelina, Nisia, Cecilia, Winsom, Comfort, Awuku, then Inusa Rahina too. These are people who have contributed for this live tutorials. My Momo line is on the screen. You can also contribute your quota to help us bring you the best or bring you questions or solve questions that you need to tackle before you go and write your promotion aptitude test. And watching the video, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button and subscribe. After watching the video, don't forget to like and leave your comments in the comment section if you have any challenge. Areas that you are having a challenge on, you can leave it in the comment section, or a particular questions that you are having a challenge on, you can leave it in the comment section for us. Let me see those who are on this platform by sharing your messages. Writing thank you is the most appropriate, or appreciate me through your comments and through your likes. Very, very important. Then when you're done, you can also push to someone who is going to write the promotion aptitude test, so that a lot of people will get the opportunity to join us or join the platform anytime that we are delivering, anytime that we are sharing much information. Try and pay contribute. I don't say pay, let me say contribute to um all the time for me to bring you live tutorials. It's not easy using data on YouTube. Is not easy, and that is the most appropriate area that you can get a chance to revisit whatever we have learned several times, or in the subsequent years you can still come back and get these content and learn them before you go and write your promotion exams. So let's just dive into today's tutorial or today's lesson, and you are going to love it. You're going to love it, and I will make sure that what is due is served with you. Contribute your quota. The Momo line is on your screen, and the name there is my name. My brand name is the Sesame, but my actual name that is used for the Momo line is on the screen. So let's just jump into it. We have been solving questions throughout. You can still go to our previous videos and watch some of them that we have dealt with them. If you haven't come across me, or this is your first time of coming across me, you can still go back to the tutorials that I've been able to deliver to others. Let's just jump into this discussion or today topic. A time will come, I will give you opportunity to ask questions um, to help us move forward. Now, let's jump into today's tutorials. So, question number one that we are beginning today with is, when getting a student to share and assume responsibility in the classroom, teachers should do something. What should teachers do? Teachers should involve them in planning and implementation of classroom initiative, classroom rules, classroom procedures, classroom routines. We should involve the learners in it to help them learn in the classroom. That is our topic, our today's first question. So, among the various school records, the most comprehensive information about people is found in what book? The most comprehensive um, information about the people is found is in what book? It's found in the cumulative record book. That is where the learner performance, the background of the learner, invaluable important information about the learner is in this document. So don't forget when you when this question is posed in the promotion aptitude test. It is very important for you to know this. Then the Education Regulatory Body Acts 2020 1023 is an act that established about five bodies that it has established, and one of them is the Commission for Technical Vocational Education and Training. It also established the National Teaching Council, then the National School Inspectorate Authority, then NACA, then we also have Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. These are five regulatory bodies that this act gave powers in the year 2020. So have it in mind. Anytime you meet it, I hope you're able to deal with it. Which of the following is not a function of the National Teaching Council? Which of the following is not a function of the National Teaching Council? So what the National Teaching Council does not do is that it doesn't issue licenses and accreditation to pre-tertiary institutions. The GTEC is the one that give accreditation to the tertiary institutions. But what the NTC does is giving um, lances to teachers and maintaining the professional status of teachers. It is in the hand of the NTC. So have it in mind. If you come across in any of these, you'll be able to provide the correct answer for the promotion aptitude test. Then the National Teaching Council Board um, may suspend a registration of a teacher based on some reasons. If the teacher has provided a false document in the registration of the NTC registration, that teacher may be suspended. So when a teacher has made a false declaration in application for the registration, that teacher is suspended and he or she wouldn't be issued with the lances. Which of the following is true about the focus of the National School Inspectorate Authority? I last mentioned to you that the National School Inspectorate Authority has three functions that it plays or it works on. So is look at the quality of teaching and learning provided in the pre-tertiary education. Then um, what is also does is the qualification of the teachers teaching in a pre-tertiary institution is much of importance to them, especially when the panel goes round inspecting the various schools. Then the facilities available in the pre-tertiary institutions is also much of importance to the panel of the NASIA when they go round. They look at this and it's very important. So what they don't um, interest interest to know is the system of internal and external examination in a pre-tertiary um, education institution. They are not much of importance, or they don't pay more attention to this when they are doing their work. So it is much of importance you know this. Then which of the following statement best describe the primary activity undertaken by Ghana Education Service? The primary activity or the primary function of Ghana Education Service is the implementation of the approved national policies and programs for pre-tertiary level. That is there from KG to the secondary school level. That is what GS functions within its domain. That is to implement the approved national policies and programs for the pre-tertiary institutions. So don't forget to like this video. Then after that, don't forget to contribute to this live tutorials. The Momo line is on your screen, and you may also contribute your quota for the development of this promotion or helped promotion candidate. Teachers facilitate effective learning in the classroom when students help in establishing guidelines, as I already mentioned in the earlier question. So if you want students to assume responsibilities in the classroom and contribute their quota, anything that you're doing, you must involve them in the classroom to help them learn very well in the classroom. Then peer teaching is as a classroom management strategy adapted in a situation when peer teaching or peer coaching is adapted as one of the classroom management when you have top performance or high level learners in the classroom helping to engage and educate the struggling or the average ones. That is what you need to know about the peer teaching. So the peer teaching is a situation where the good ones are engaged to help the struggling ones in the classroom. So if in your classroom you want your learners to get the benefit of the top performance, you need to involve them in peer teaching or peer coaching in the classroom. So one of the most important classroom strategy that you can use is to use peer teaching. It can help you in a classroom as a teacher. Now let's look at the three major types of school records. You know them better. You know them better. The three um, major types of classroom records are we have the financial records, we have academic records, and we have administrative record. Somebody once asked me, where can the cumulative record book um, be classified under? It's classified under administrative records book. Cumulative. Cumulative is not an academic, it is an administrative record book. Take it from here. Cumulative record book is an administrative record book. So have it in mind. Then let's look at the three major administrative records book that you can find in the school. Um, one is the logbook. You also have the visitors book, we have administrative register, we have um, um, attendance register, class attendance register, or teachers attendance register, attendance book, not register. Teachers attendance book is also an administrative record book that you need to know. Then when we talk about the academic, you can talk about the curriculum, you can talk about the standard based assessment or continual assessment, you can have textbooks, you can have the timetable. The timetable is academic book. The exercise books are the academic books. Um, Student report cards are academic books that you need to know. So have it in mind. Now let's look at this question to the the effort to stimulate, coordinate, and guide continuing growth of teachers, that is individual and collectively, in the provision of lifelong learning is through supervision. So if you supervise your teachers well, you stimulate their growth, you put them in check, and putting them in check, they'll do the right thing and learn the right thing to grow. So it is very important. Supervision is very, very, very important in um, the classroom or in the education system. So most of the time, we always praise the private schools that they are performing better than the government schools because of one or two reasons. That place, the supervision is very, very, very strict. It's very, very, very effective. And that is why most of the times they always assume to be performing better. But when you talk about the quality of teachers as compared with the private and the public sector, or the government schools are having more qualified teachers as compared to the private schools. So have it in mind. Then the three types of supervision are: one, we're looking at types of supervision. Types of supervision. One, we have clinical supervision. We have two, we have preventive supervision, and the third one is creative supervision. Creative supervision. So clinical, preventive, and creative supervision. These are the three major types of supervision that you need to know. Please like this video and subscribe. It's very much of important. Now let us look at questions concerning these three type of supervision. So the type of supervision where both the teacher and the supervisor or the inspector feel open-minded and encouraged to be more innovative in fine tuning this the methodology that best suits the prevailing situation is called what? Let me take the question again. The type of supervision where both the teacher and the inspector feel open-minded and encouraged to be more innovative in finding tune the methodology that best suits the prevailing situation or the prevailing instruction is called what? It is called a creative supervision. So the moment you hear innovative, that is something that they want to create new or they want to bring into existence. So it is much of importance that you know this. Then let's look at this question. You may meet it at any point in time, all the ranks. So when I'm covering, I always try as much as possible to cover all the ranks to help you for each and everyone to benefit. And you need to learn and learn very well to help you pass your promotion aptitude test. Dodo cards are cards for keeping records on stock of material received and issued in a school. The tally cards are cards for keeping records on stock of materials received either from the district or from the national. and issued in the school. So when you issued it out, you use the telecards to mark the materials that you have received. It is five that you have received. You mark it with the strokes in the telecards, and those that you have issued out, you also mark it in the telecards um, to indicate that these are the materials that you have issued out. So it's most important. Don't forget to subscribe and like this tutorial. Then let's look at this record book again. A book where summaries of income and expenditure transactions are kept are called what? So when you look at the school records, we have the administrative records, we have the academic records book, and we have the financial record books. So we are talking about the financial records books. So this one, the heads, most of the heads are conversant with this, and most of them they have been working with it, but they don't know. So where summaries, monies that you have received and you have spent them, and the summaries, the bit of information that you want to enter into this book is called the cash book. So the cash book is where summaries of the income and the expenditure, summary of monies that you have received, and summary of the monies that you have spent is entered into this. So the cash book is where summaries of income and expenditure transaction are kept here. So let's look at another question. A book where income and expenditure are under various headings. The A book where income and expenditure are under various headings are kept is called what? This one is called the cash analysis book. The cash analysis book. That's where you see the various headings of monies that you have received, or monies income that you have generated, then expenditure that you have made. The headings are being outlined in the cash analysis book. So have it in mind. Then a visit to a school by the officers from Educational Office or the National School Inspectorate Authority with the main purpose of ensuring effective quality teaching and learning as well as compliance to the standard guidelines of the pre-tertiary education is known as what? Is known as school inspection. So school inspection is where you have officers from the education office or officers from the National School Inspectorate come round to inspect and ensure that effective quality teaching and learning as well as compliance with the guidelines or the standard of the pre-tertiary education is called the school inspection. It is called the school inspection. So have it in mind. Now let's look at um, types of school inspection. Types of school inspection. So there are four major types of school inspection, and these are: one, we have a whole school inspection. Whole school inspection. So the inspection covers every angle of the school administration and the school itself, whether co-curriculum or curriculum activities, everything is being covered in this. So have it in mind. So the whole school inspection, then perform a school performance inspection. School performance inspection, that is the second one. The third um, one is compliance inspection. Compliance inspection. Then the last one or the fourth one is investigative inspection. These are the four major school inspection that we have. So one, whole school inspection; two, school performance inspection; then We also have compliance inspection, and the last one, investigative inspection. So four basic inspections that are done in the school by authorities. Then the district education oversight committee or the municipal education oversight committee, JOC or MIOC, was established by Ghana Education Act 506 of 1995, and as well as amended by the Pre-Tertiary Education Act. This act is called what? Is Act 2020, Act 1049. Act 1049. So have it in mind. Now, how many members constitute the diok or the miok? The diok or the miok, how many members constitute? Somebody was saying 13 members, others were saying 10 members, others also were saying 11 members, but there are 12 members. So I want to enumerate them. So we have the district chief executive. We also have the chair of the subcommittee responsible for education. We have the district education, the the district director of education. We have the district director of health. We have the district social um, welfare officer. We have one representative of the district assembly, the representative of the traditional rulers. We also have um, a representative of the religious bodies, then one of the association of teachers on rotational basis. Then we also have the SMC representative. Then we also have district parents teachers association representative, and the last one, the 12th one, is representative of the private school, um, the private schools representative. These are the members of the diok, or the members who compose of the diok. Have it in mind. Then the Education Regulatory Body Acts 2020 Act 1023 is an act that established the GTEC, the NTC, the National School Inspectorate Authority, the NACA, and there are five that you need to know them before you go and write your promotion aptitude test. So don't forget these things that we are doing, and they will actually help you a lot when you pay um, you pay attention to this. They are much of importance if you want to pass our promotion aptitude test. So let me deal with about two or three questions, then we end today's lesson and come tomorrow to continue. So, what is intended outcome of teaching strategy? What is the intended outcome of teaching strategy? The intended outcome of teaching strategy is to promote independent studies on the part of the learners. So every teaching and learning strategy that you want to focus on, it should give the learners the opportunity to be independent learners in the classroom. So it is much of importance. Then let me see if I can bring one question. Then we call it off for the night. We call it off for the night. The promotion tutorials for